Hello everyone. So, I was just in Eastern Europe for 2 weeks with my wife on vacation, and Hungary was one of the countries that we visited, and we were there for the first few days of our trip. Now, Hungarian is a very interesting language. It's completely unintelligible by even anyone that may have understand other languages or has taken a Romance language or a Germanic language or a Slavic language. It's not like any of those languages. So basically, nothing is going to help you in Hungary. It's apparently a language that was passed down from the tribal days when they were in Central Asia, and when they came to that area of Europe, they brought their language with them, so that's why it's completely different from anything else. So check out this ad that's in Hungarian, and tell me if you can understand even one word of it.
Sok-sok aranybarna, friss és ropogós finomság. Hogy tudja, hogy te szereted. Ha kedveled a változatosságot, mindig találsz köztük olyan, amelyik illik a hangulatokhoz. A Csilló kemencébe sült kopogtatóvalói most kibővült választékkal várnak rád. Vadonatúj hagymás szikletszi. Érdemes rámaradni.
So, did you get all that? Yeah, that's kind of Hungarian in a nutshell. There's really no way you're going to understand it, so it's probably not even worth trying. So anyway, in terms of attractions, one of the best attractions in Budapest is actually the Parliament building. It's really an amazing building. It's very ornate and elaborate, and it's got paintings and sculptures and stained glass and just all kinds of finery that you could hardly believe. It's almost more ornate than any church that you could actually find in most cities, and that's because the Austro-Hungarian Empire used to be a huge empire, but that empire then dissolved after World War I, and it became something different. It became just Hungary, and it lost a lot of its clout and a lot of its people from the time before. So that's why the Parliament building is built for a much larger empire. But it is a very beautiful building, and it's definitely worth seeing if you're there. Budapest was built right on the Danube, and it actually started on the Danube as two different cities, Buda and Pest. And eventually, over the centuries, they just merged into one city, Budapest. Now, many cities in Europe, including Vienna actually, had the Danube rerouted around the city to avoid flooding, but the Danube still runs through Budapest today, and it's very, very pretty, as you can see both during the day and at night from a riverboat, which was a very interesting experience and very beautiful to see all the lights on the shore from the riverboat. And at night you can also see very clearly outlined here some of the famous bridges of Budapest. The bridges are very, very pretty. They were very well reconstructed after they were destroyed during World War II, and they are still one of the highlights of the cityscape. The main market in Budapest is really, really something. It's really an amazing place. There are so many different produce stands and places where you can buy freshly butchered meat of all types, and paprika spices, which is paprika is a very popular spice in Hungary. It's kind of, I would say, it's kind of the national spice. But also, you'd find all kinds of pastries and cookies and just all kinds of things, as well as hats, any kinds of trinkets or souvenirs you want to find, and even just eating just little stands where they have maybe 10, 15, 20 different Hungarian dishes that you can try. They're all very cheap and they're all very tasty. If it's fine dining that you want, though, you want to go to Gundel. Gundel is an amazing place. It is, they say, the fanciest restaurant in Budapest, and I believe it. The place was amazing. We just had amazing dish after amazing dish. My wife had goose liver actually as an appetizer, with seared strawberries and some sort of potato noodle or something like that. And that was amazing for her. I'm not really that much on goose liver, but I had other things that were really, really excellent, and you can see some pictures of some of that here. Now, while we were in Hungary and while we were in Budapest, we took a day trip to a little town called Kecskemet. Now, this town is well known for having this horse farm that was really amazing. And not only, I mean, the little town was interesting as well, and this cathedral, the first place we went to in the town, played this patriotic song every hour, which was really fascinating. So I'm going to actually play that song for you in the video, at least part of it, and also just the sound of the horse show and a little bit of the music that was at the dinner after at the lunch rather after the horse show. It was really a fascinating end to our stay in Hungary, and it was really, really interesting.
Oh, I see it. It'll ring 10 times at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And of course that they earn a lot of money. People, and because the horse is the highest point in the foot, so they use their backs in order to stand on them and peek out and look for approaching horsemen. So that is an Austrian painter back in the...
Well, I hope you enjoyed this video about Hungary, and hope to see you next time. Sing for your catnip. Yeah? You want catnip?